energy drinks. They're not your workout problem. They're probably your consistency problem. So this first question comes from Jessica, and Jessica's a former Athlete Society member, and she writes us this. Coach, I've been relying on energy drinks like C4, Ghost, and Bang to get me motivated and consistent in the gym. Is this sustainable, or am I setting myself up for failure down the road? Jessica, I love this question because, again, it gets to the heart of something that I see in our current athletes, in former athletes, and probably in future athletes as well. So let me just be real with you. I've got nothing against caffeine. In fact, I love my morning coffee. We've all talked about that on the show, how much I love my coffee, right? Death Wish coffee cut with a little Starbucks. Perfect, right? But the issue with energy drinks is this. It's not just the caffeine, it's the reliance, it's the behavior, it's the psychology behind all of this. It's the fact that when you start tying your gym performance and your consistency, whether or not you slammed a can of liquid sugar or stimulants, then you've already lost part of the battle. And here's why. Energy drinks gives you that quick hit. They light up your system. They give you your body kind of buzzing, right? You'll have a great workout, sure. But what happens on the days when you're tired, when you forget to grab an energy drink, or when you're just suddenly trying to cut back on maybe some of your caffeine intake, right? And maybe that's not today. Maybe that comes down later in the road. And that's the trap. It's not the drink itself. It's the inconsistency that it can breed. Now, does this mean that you should never drink an energy drink ever? No. But it does mean that you have to reframe how you approach them. If you use them as an occasional boost, fine. That's fine, right? You're going to be okay. But if you identify that energy drink as a necessity, right? Or yourself as somebody that hinges on slamming a can of C4 energy drink before training, then I think we need to rethink things a little bit. I always tell my athletes, your habits need to be sustainable without the crutches, right? So build consistency on the things that you can control, your schedule, your environment, your preparation, all of those things. And if you want a caffeine kick, fine. Use coffee or something that doesn't come loaded with dyes and fillers and 300 milligrams of caffeine, right? In one shot. But the goal isn't to feel like Superman for one workout. It's to show up again and again and again, even when you don't feel like it. Now, that's how real consistency and progress happens, right? Consistency will beat intensity every single time. And if energy drinks are making you inconsistent, if they're keeping you from your workouts, or they're becoming the gatekeeper of your training, it's time to rethink that strategy. So, Jessica, this right here, straight up. Energy drinks aren't inherently evil, but they're not the foundation that you want to be building your training on, right? Use them occasionally if you enjoy them, sure, but don't depend on them. Depend on your habits, depend on your systems and your mindset. That's what keeps you consistent long after the cans are gone. Great question.